Today, we uncover the 10 most controversial dark stories in the Bible and look at the disturbing issues behind faith. Controversy 1, God's Wrath, the Great Flood that destroyed the world. God decided to thoroughly cleanse a world full of sin. The flood swept the world, and all creatures were submerged except Noah's family on the ark. Is this really fair? How could a God full of love and mercy choose to destroy the entire world? Answer: this is not only a judgment, but also a new beginning. The Bible tells us that God's justice cannot tolerate sin, but he still leaves a way for mankind to survive. The question is, are we still living in such a sinful world today? Controversy 2, Life for Life. The cruel Old Testament law in ancient times, Israel's laws were strict and cruel. Killing someone means paying with your life, stealing means cutting off your hands, and committing adultery means being stoned to death. Is this law really God's will, or is it human revenge? Answer: the law of God was originally intended to maintain social order, but in the New Testament, Jesus brought a new commandment: love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Matthew. So, do we choose revenge or forgiveness today? Controversy 3. Did God order the massacre of an entire city? War and genocide sound like atrocities in history, but in the Bible, God actually personally ordered the Israelites to exterminate certain nations, leaving no one alive. Isn't God a loving Father? Why do this? Answer: these nations were full of idolatry, infant sacrifice, and heinous crimes. God ordered the Israelites to destroy them in order to preserve the holy faith. But the question is, will we today still use God's will as an excuse to start a war? Controversy 4. Does the Bible support slavery? Exodus: if you buy a Hebrew as a slave, he must serve you 6 years. Why doesn't the Bible directly abolish slavery? Does God condone human oppression of others? Answer: in fact, the slavery system stipulated in the Bible is different from the cruel slavery system that came later. It is more like a contract for debt workers. In the New Testament, Jesus' teachings make all people children of God, and slavery no longer has a reason to exist. But to this day, there are still people enslaved in the world. Can you accept it? Controversy 5. Polygamy and the ancient marriage system. The Book of Kings 1 states, King Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. In the Bible, many great men chosen by God had more than one wife. King Solomon had 1,000 concubines, and Abraham and Jacob also had multiple wives. Is this true? Does God support polygamy? Answer: God originally established monogamy in marriage, Genesis, but humans chose their own path. These marriage systems eventually brought chaos, and the New Testament once again returned to God's original design. Husbands should love their wives as Christ loves the church, Ephesians. So, the question is not can, but should. These dark stories do not make us doubt our faith, but make us think deeply. How can God's justice and mercy, law and grace be balanced in our world? Answer: if you have never challenged your faith, then your faith may not be mature enough. The Bible is not only a good book, it is a mirror that truly records human history and reflects our inner struggles. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will continue to reveal the secrets in the next issue, Unsolved Mysteries of the Bible.